after releasing our first documentary, so this may be about a couple of years or so after my childbirth experience, I did receive an ether divination to find out who my primary energy was, and I was told that I'm Yemaja. So for those who are not familiar, Yemaja is the Orisha of associated with rivers and the oceans, the ocean, and so she's seen as this kind of motherly archetype who has healing energy, maternal, loving, your great mother kind of energy. And so for me, I cannot ignore the direct correlation of the fact that it was through the act of childbirth, which is one of the primary functions that Yemaja is associated with, that's when I started to embody those same attributes. So that extreme empathy, that kind of spiritual knowing, all of those things were activated as a result of me going through that childbirth process. And so now that I can look back in hindsight, I can see that what I was being taught through that whole process was an ego death. So by me losing my memory, losing my ability to kind of focus outside, I had nothing but to go within. Having my emotions exposed really raw allowed me to start becoming aware of my emotions. So all of that stripping process that I went through was an act to rebuild who I really was. And so it gave me the opportunity to reflect within, even though at the time it felt like I was being punished. And so I share this as an example to show that what we call being called by the water spirits can manifest in our life in a way that we really feel like the world is against us. And that is definitely what I experienced. But however, these teachings also tell us that those who do experience such phenomena, they use their abilities that were developed during that time as a way to help and heal others. So in the methods that I use to heal myself, this is the teachings that will go on to heal other people. So those who can resonate with this story likely have an archetype of a healer within themselves. A healer normally comes from somebody who's been through their own trauma, their own situations that they've had to overcome. And it's through that knowledge and those lessons that you can now put this wisdom to other people who can now use that to empower themselves.